Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
whether it's a championship win or a legendary play.
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
And start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
whether it's a championship win or a legendary play.
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
And start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
whether it's a championship win or a legendary play.
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
And start watching today. Boost Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304.
Good evening, everybody, from the great state of Michigan. It is a battle of first places here tonight on the National Soccer Network, Midwest Premier League, Great Lakes East Conference, the Michigan Stars and the Michigan Jaguars. We're live here at the Michigan Stars Sports Center in Washington Township, Michigan, about 30 minutes from downtown Detroit. Alongside my broadcast partner, Dan Stickrad, I'm Jonathan Turner. Happy to have you along this Friday evening, wherever you're watching, near and far. And the Michigan Jaguars and the Michigan Stars battling for a chance to call themselves champions of the Great Lakes East, Dan.
Three teams come into this weekend with 16 points overall. These two teams have very similar resumes up and down the list. There we see the Michigan Stars, Michigan Jaguars, and Liquid Football. The Stars did beat Liquid Football earlier this season, while the Jaguars and Liquid Football have a game that was postponed back in May, has not yet been made up. It's coming down to the wire. When you have three teams with 16 and another team with 14 points, there you see Cedars FC in fourth. Very, very competitive division amongst these 10 teams here in 2025.
And the real shocker in all that is Inter Detroit sitting there in seventh, a team that 2 years removed won this league and the championship over Lansing Common out in Lansing, and they find themselves again seventh with 10 points. I would say a disappointing season for them based on what they're trying to accomplish, but nonetheless, Michigan Stars, Michigan Jaguars playing here this evening. And tomorrow afternoon, we've got a game as well that's going to be really, really good, Dan, as we've got the Midwest Premier League Great Lakes West Conference. We've got a battle for first place there, as well as Goshen City is taking on the Holland Rovers. We'll have that game kicking off tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern right here on the National Soccer Network. A live look there at the Stars as they take their pre-match picture and get ready for this match. The Stars are 5-1-1 coming into this game. 18 goals for, 7 goals against, plus 11 in the differential. On the flip side, the Michigan Jaguars, they're 5-2-1. They've played 8 games in total. 17 goals, 11 against, they're plus 6 in goal differentials. We'll talk the lineups here in just a moment. Let's take a look at the weather. Now, weather not much of a factor inside of the Washington Township Michigan Stars Sports Center, but 84 degrees is the current weather. Rainstorms have come kind of throughout the afternoon. We expect more here the rest of the evening. And I guess that's the blessing and the curse of being an indoor facility. You get to play when it's raining and lightning outside, but when it's indoors.
One of the benefits of teams playing up here in Washington Township, Legacy Sports Center out in Brighton as well, has housed many amateur games here this spring and summer, so it is an advantage. You don't have to worry about the extreme heat, the rain, the wind. And you're indoors, and the game will be played tonight. Now, other games across the state and across the Midwest, well, a lot of those games are outdoors. You might see some cancellations or some long delays. Showers are running through a multitude of states here this evening across the Midwest.
That they are, as again, moments away from getting this game underway. Let's talk lineups here tonight. We'll start with the Michigan Jaguars. Alfonso Enrique in goal here today for the Jaguars. Tanner Locke, Arthur White, Ryan Moody, and Nino Schembri make up the back four. Calvin Pollock, Tyler Nemi, Dominic Dono are your three in the midfield. Ryan Sanborn, Jordy Lopez, and Vincent Stockton are all up top playing forward here tonight. Their head coach is Dan Diock. Again, they are 5-2-1 on the season. And for the Michigan Stars, in goal here tonight, the staple for that back line here this season, Marco Matovsky, Adan Hussein, Babakar Sene, Kyle Schuneman, you've got Jean Melikai, Anthony Jokai, Evan Combs, Dennis Cali, Richard Humphrey, Alex Afamu, and Joseph Palushai, all in the 11 here tonight for Angelo Grillo and the Michigan Stars side. Again, they're 5-1-1. And a chance here tonight to pull ahead in the points column. I was looking at the Midwest Premier League, schedule here this afternoon, Dan, and I'm a little taken back because, if you look at the standings, you see Liquid Football has played 8 games. All right, they have eight matches. They have 16 points. Michigan Jaguars have played 8 games. They have 16 points. They still have another game coming up here on Sunday against Inter Detroit, or I think it's Inter Detroit. But they have another game coming up. It looks like Liquid Football still has 2 games remaining. So, and I see Michigan Stars have none remaining. So I don't know if there's supposed to be 2 more games or not. How many games are supposed to play in these seasons? If it's 10, if it's 9, I don't know.
Right, you would look at this division per se, and there's 10 teams. You would think over the course of 2.5 months, you'd play each team once for a balanced schedule. But you're right. You look at some of these divisions, and some teams have played 2 or 3 more games than some of their opposition. Some teams have make-up games. It is a very imbalanced schedule, and I like to see how this all pans out, because if it's based solely on points.
Look at your referee crew as well. They are, again, it is based on points, but I just don't know how many games they're going to play. Looks like Liquid Football still has 2 games remaining on their schedule. And that's the part that was throwing me off. And, again, not knowing Michigan Stars, according to the Midwest Premier League site, there are no more games taking place for the Stars at all this season.
And the Jaguars have a game against Liquid Football that was, again, postponed here a month and a half ago. That is set to be made up here over the next week or so.
Yeah,
But obviously this is the 8th game for the Michigan Stars. I do not believe they actually played FC Pontiac this season, which is a new team in the league.
Inter Detroit, by the way, is at Liquid Football on Tuesday. And again, just based on the standings, again, looking at the Gray Lakes. Now, we are officially underway here from the Michigan Stars Sports Center in Washington Township, Michigan. The Stars in their red kits going left to right on your screen. And the Jaguars in their all-white kits are going right to left. Alongside my broadcast partner, Dan Stickred, I'm Jonathan Turner. And we are happy to have you along here tonight. Again, another look at the standings. Again, Liquid Football's played 8 games. Jaguars played 8 games. And the Stars have played 7. So the math is not mathing for me, Dan. I'm trying to figure this out. This is the 8th game for the Stars. They don't have any more after this.
Yeah, I spent a good amount of time this afternoon going up and down the games in these 2 divisions of the Great Lakes Conference, and it does seem a little bit imbalanced. There's a lot of teams that will, unless there are some games that are being made up that aren't listed on the website.
So Dominic Dono will step over and take this first corner of the match for either side. We are live here tonight on Roku TV and YouTube as this ball comes in from Dono towards that near post through traffic, and nobody there for the Jaguars. It's tracked down, but given right back. Well, almost back is now Sene. He loses the ball. And this will be a shot from distance. That's blocked. The shot was taken by Jordy Lopez. Lopez, a familiar face in the Midwest Premier League, as this ball collected by Palushai. He'll pull it back. All the way back now to Matofsky. It's first time stopping by. Hit that subscribe button, like us, and share this with your friends and family. Get involved in the comments on YouTube as well. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, and maybe what's going on with the Midwest Premier League in the schedule so we know how many games are supposed to be played. You can't name a winner until you know how many games they've got left.
If you have 3 teams tied with 16 points, you're getting into the final week or so of the season. And there are some games that need to be made up, then technically they should be made up. So a clear winner can be decided here.
Combs loses the ball. Vincent Stockton up this near side. He'll hang on to it, play the ball up. The flag does go up for offside. The first offside of the match goes to the Jaguars, as well as the first corner. Again, Goshen City and Holland Rovers have both played 8 games so far this season, and they're tied with 17 points. They'll play tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Humphrey plays it back. All the way back now to Matofsky. Good give and go, looking for Sene, and that's only out of play on that far side. We see the Michigan Stars quite a bit this spring season. We've seen them obviously playing in this season with the Midwest Premier League, but we also saw them playing in the United States Amateur Soccer Association national tournament as well, falling short here just a few weeks ago, making their way into a final. End up losing to the NPSL side, the Michigan Rangers, by a score of 1-0.
Rangers were just knocked out here a couple nights ago.
Cali up that far side. He's got Sene. He finds him. Sene looks to maybe put it across the box, and not cleared away quite yet. Jaguars. Good ball into the seam. Lopez. Out comes Matofsky. He'll clear it up. I believe they hit off the ceiling. Ceiling is not in play. I do think it'd make it more interesting, Dan, if you could play it off the ceiling. This ball played back.
Off the ceiling, maybe put a disco ball in there, some other flying objects.
So we'll see. Afonso Henrique put this one back into play for the Jaguars. Speaking of the Jaguars, had a chance this morning on Inside the Game, the podcast with Nathan Wengler. We had a chance to talk with Paul Tinian on the air, talking about the Jaguars as well as the North American Soccer Expo taking place on August 1st through August the 3rd at the Suburban Showplace Collection in Novi, Michigan. We'll be presenting there that weekend as well. So it's a great chance to catch up with Paul and talk about the first ever expo. Lopez. Good job by Lopez. He'll take a shot that's fired way up and into the wall behind the goal. If you want to watch that episode, it's available obviously on demand on YouTube as well as our Roku TV channel. Your vote right now, 8 total votes have come in. 50% have the Jaguars coming away with the victory here today. 38% say the Stars, and 12% say it's a draw. Schoenemann down by the end line. Defended well there by Schembri. Ball played back.
Michigan Stars have struggled a little bit getting the ball into the final third of the field. No offensive stats here in the first 7 minutes of play.
USLW semifinals get underway here tomorrow night. Those will be produced by the National Soccer Network and Premier Media Group. This is a good opportunity here now coming for the Jaguars. Ball was played towards Sanborn. He just could not get there. Minnesota Aurora hosting Utah United tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Game will kick off and be on Sports Engine Play, as well as Asheville City taking on the national champion from last year, NC Courage. That game kicks off at 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, both those games will be produced by the National Soccer Network on Sports Engine Play, so check that out here tomorrow night. Also have our last Flint City Bucks home game of the season on Sports Engine Play tomorrow night as well. Jaguars continue to press. So far in this match, we've seen them have a number of opportunity and chances so far in the attacking third, Dan.
They've had a better of the play here in the first 8 minutes. They had one corner kick. They had one shot blocked back in the 4th minute. See if their consistent pressure will pay off here.
Hussein. Ball over. Look at this. Almost given right back. It's Dominic Dono. This ball is kicked out of play.
That forced goalkeeper Marco Matowski just to come off and drill it out of bounds. He had no choice. Miscommunication along that back line. That's the second time that's happened here in this match. The Jaguars players got in behind the defense.
Malachi plays it up over midfield. This go all the way back now to Henrique. Ball was sent in towards the 18, and Humphrey doesn't clear that one away the way he wanted to. It goes out for a throw in deep in the Stars' defensive third. And the ball went out. So 10 minutes in, 0-0. Battle of first place here tonight for both these teams. Again, 3 teams are in a tie for first place. Jaguar, Stars, and Liquid Football. Liquid Football is only 2 years in existence. Made an impact already. Fighting for a chance to make it to the Great Lakes Championship, where the West will play the East. That game typically taking place in Lansing, at Lansing Common.
Some quick, rapid growth in Liquid Football.
Look at this. Ball played back, and that's cleared up by Henrique. Not out of danger quite yet. Settled down by Malachi. One back by Dono.
You talk about those standings, and Liquid Football wasn't projected to be one of the title contenders in this division. You also mentioned Inter Detroit's been one of the better teams in the Midwest Premier here in the last
Oh, look at this
years.
from Combs, up and in. Sene puts it in the back of the net, but the flag goes up. Combs with a fantastic ball.
Sene just a stride offsides. Look at this cross, perfectly slided ball by Combs.
You could not ask for a better ball. It just sent right in, and Sene puts it in off the post, but he was in an offside position.
A couple players got tangled up there on that far side. The referee kind of walking over there to make sure there's no extracurricular activities.
Ball sent in. Ooh, collision there with Stockton. And free kick coming up here for the Stars. Ball on that far side. Now back. Ball out of play. Ryan Moody made that play with the ball up this near side. As rain continues to fall here in Metro Detroit. We're at our studios in Shelby Township, and the rain is coming down, Dan.
This is yet another wave of showers. We had a nasty one come through the northern suburbs here about an hour ago. Don't typically get these types of showers in the month of July, but we've had a few here. Just 11 days into the month.
Ball sent in. Picked up now by Stockton.
Stockton, a Detroit Catholic Central High School grad. Grew up in the Michigan Jaguars club system. Currently on the roster of University of Detroit Mercy.
Oh, he plays one in towards that back post. Just past the outreach hands of Matovsky. That was a dangerous looking shot. It went wide.
Just found a little bit of space. Kind of from a tough angle. Splits two defenders over towards that far post. And bounced over the hands of Markovsky. Toski's been a very solid goalkeeper the last few years here for the Michigan Stars.
Sane. Palushai looks to send it in towards Schuneman. All put back in, and that was put into the netting behind the goal and out for a goal kick. Newski says that cross into the header was brilliant. Shame it was off. Couldn't agree more.
He couldn't ask for a better slotted ball in the space. It was just a hair in the offside position.
Next question I have for everybody watching here right now is, was the game, the handball that wasn't called in the U.S. men's national team game an actual handball? It's a great, I think it's a fair question, Dan. Was it a handball, yes or no?
There's been a lot of arguments online and the radio and TV stations and podcasts all over the country here the last few days. But the recent rulings are as he fell on the ball, wasn't of intent. But people have been arguing left and right here for the last few days. I've watched that replay about 100 times. Now, you were a game official for close to 2 decades. How would you have called that if you were in a good position?
Well, that was, I mean, the way the law is written, it doesn't leave a lot of, opportunity for you really to deviate from how it's written. I mean, it's written in a way that says, that's how you call it. The argument that I have is the law was not written for that moment. It was written for that if your arm was already on the ground. It wasn't written for that, especially in that manner. So while I state that based on how the the letter of the law, it was not, not a handball. But I just don't believe that's what they intended. You would have fully put your entire hand on a ball,
And it fell right on the top, and the ball did move a couple inches because of that.
There's no difference between what he did and what a goalkeeper does when they trap the ball on the ground. There's no difference. And a lot of argument was, well, what if the guy face planted? I go, you're not going to hurt yourself face planting from 3 foot off the ground, man. It's not going to happen. People fall on the ground all the time from diving headers, and they don't get themselves hurt. So this wasn't a matter of him face planting from 300 feet off the ground. He was face planting from 2 feet. So you put your hand down any other way or you don't land the ball, then so be it.
I did watch parts of that game, at least the replays. There was a lot of physical contact.
Paul plays a long ball and intended for Schoenemann.
A lot of contact within the box of things that were not called, which can be fine, but you need to be very consistent if you're going to let a lot of things go. And that's the problem of all levels of soccer. Sometimes officiating can't be consistent. What I mean is you'll make a bunch of calls in the first half, yet players on both teams of a particular soccer match, not necessarily the Gold Cup match, but they'll start blowing the whistle for the same things that players were doing in the first half, and it confuses players out on the pitch. The U.S., different officiating crew, they might have had a penalty kick in that game.
Maybe is this ball just over midfield. Afamu looking for Sene, and it's sent into the box. Picked up by Henrique. Track down Hussein. He'll take a spill, and that's a foul.
Third foul of the evening against the Michigan Jaguars. We're in the 20th minute now.
You are watching the Midwest Premier League Great Lakes East Division Michigan Stars, Michigan Jaguars on the National Soccer Network on YouTube and Roku TV. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Happy to have you watching here this evening. It's Friday night, July the 11th. Don't forget to run into the local 7-Eleven and get your free Slurpee today.
Before midnight. I have not made a stop at the 7-Eleven to try to get my free Rock and Rye or Red Pop Slurpee.
Is Rock and Rye a thing? I didn't know it was even a thing.
Yeah, it's probably the best Slurpee in my personal opinion.
They actually have a Rock and Rye, though? I've never actually seen Rock and Rye.
It's hard to find sometimes, but it is good.
Stars building up on that far side. Malachi. Hussein. Last touched. Up this far side. Callie. In the corner. We'll play it back. Malachi turns right into pressure. Another ball sent in, and out comes Enrique.
A ton of shots in this game. The Jaguars have 2 total shots, one which was blocked outside the box. There's another one just wide of frame. Michigan Stars did have a goal and off a beautiful header shot. It was called back. Stars yet to have a shot attempt officially in this game. Jags 1-0 on corner kicks. So not a lot that has transpired here in the first 21.5 minutes.
Good ball up that far side. Callie cuts it back. Top of the 18 now. Malachi, it's blocked. Sene wanted to see a foul, possibly a handball. Schoenemann. He plays inside. A little back heel, back to Schoenemann. Ball's on his left foot. He'll go down. And a dangerous free kick coming up here now for the Michigan Stars. So just outside the 18. This looks to be about 25 yards out, Dan.
Almost dead of center of the goal. Great opportunity. Coming up for the Stars. Do you try to chip one over the wall, or do you try to uncork a 25-yard banger towards one of the corners of the goal? It's a great opportunity nevertheless. Since the Michigan Stars have not really had any other chances other than their goal that was called back, you need to make an opportunity like this count.
Jokai standing over this one. Jokai takes the shot. It goes up and over the near side crossbar.
Both teams have had a shot just off of frame here in this match.
Callie. Good move in the corner. Makes its way out, and throw-in coming up here for the Stars.
Both teams have held shape defensively. Expect that over the two teams contending for a conference championship.
Good physical battles. This ball knocked away by Combs.
Combs grew up in not too far to the south of here, over in Macomb Township. Currently on the roster over at Oakland University.
Ball makes its way out of play. We'll see a throw-in for Humphrey and the Stars. Stockton. Another throw-in coming up. It eclipsed the halfway point of this first half. This ball comes in. Middle of the park. Give and go, looking for Lopez. Now Sene up that far side. Has Schoenemann making a run. He'll take a far shot that goes well wide. Not sure if he was intending to shoot there, Dan, or not, but
yeah, there was way too much pace to be across to the near side. We saw Schoenemann over there making a run. That shot was nowhere near the framework, so from that angle, you're better off trying to chip it over to the opposite side to a teammate making a run, see if he can create any type of space. So throw-in coming up for the Stars, deep in their own territory. And the Jags on the counter. There's a shot. Distance looked like Vincent Stockton took that attempt. A little bit high and wide to the left. So both teams have had 3 overall shots in this game. Nothing on frame as of yet. Just start trying to test the goalkeepers. 27 minutes in.
Matovsky builds from him. Both teams trying to answer the call here today, which is to come out of here with a victory, 3 points on the line. We have seen one ball make its way into the back of the net. It was called back due to Okar Sene being in an offside position. That happened back in the 11th minute. Combs. Schooneman. Schooneman now. Top of the 18, one-time shot. Oh, look at this. Back to Schooneman. Schooneman puts it right into the gut of Henrique. Good ball movement by the Stars. End result, right into the gut of Henrique.
Best quick touches in series of possession the Stars have been able to put together in the final third of the field so far in this match. So a pair of shots and first shot on target for the Stars. 5-3 overall shots advantage in the game. We're now in the 29th minute.
Sene tracks it down. Pulls it back. Puts it back. Post! And right off the head of Schooneman into the hands of Henrique. Random Aussie has made his official acknowledgement of being here in this game here tonight. We appreciate it as always, Random Aussie. I will say, though, I have seen his name, his handle showing up in other networks' broadcasts. I just wanted to say that. I did notice that he has been involved in other chats and other broadcasts, so
I guess you could refer to him as a soccer online junkie, correct?
that's possible. Yeah, loyal to soccer and not loyal to networks. Is that the way to put it?
We do appreciate his patronage and always commenting on our threads. And always feel free to do so. We have our games up on YouTube and Roku TV channel. Visit our website at nationalsoccernetwork.com. A lot of our social media pages. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn.
Work around that back line for the Stars. 15 minutes ago in this first half. It's 0-0. Ball given away. Dono. Oh, great work defensively. Looking over that back line. Sene gets a touch on it. Now Callie.
So many of these players on both of these teams, even tomorrow's game of the Howland Rovers. They grew up in various parts of Michigan, play for a wide variety of colleges. They played top-level high schools and were very effective at some high-level clubs. But Alfonso Henrique, the goalkeeper for the Michigan Jaguars, Brazilian transplant, currently one of the goalkeepers over at Madonna University. He's from Bento Conclaves, Brazil.
Well, good ball up that far side. Switched over to this near side. Look at this. Stockton in the back of the net. The Jaguars take the lead in the 32nd.
Perfectly slotted ball between three defenders. Stockton snuck in behind the defense and about 8 yards out tucks it home. So the fourth shot of the game for the Jaguars. First on frame, results in the first official goal of this match. Michigan Stars did have a goal call back earlier.
So Vincent Stockton in the 32nd minute gives the Michigan Jaguars a 1-0 lead. And Mossy says, my soccer team had forfeit today due to only having 5 players. We know where the draw vote came from now that Random Mossy has made his way into the chat.
You know, I was a younger person, high school, college age. I played a lot of the indoor soccer. You know, dating myself, but that used to be a big thing in our country. Indoor soccer fields with the walls, more like a hockey rink. And there'd be nothing more disappointing than being all excited about having a game on, per se, like on a Wednesday night, but you had a late game at 10, 10:30, or 11, and you show up and one of the teams, yours or the opposition, doesn't have enough players. So you end up either taking a game via forfeit or losing a game via forfeit. You can still scrimmage because you got an hour if enough guys want to just scrimmage around. But there's nothing more than I hated as a young man, just not being able to play, much like playing softball and being excited about a game day other than have showers roll through and your game being canceled.
A couple of substitutions coming on for the Stars. We saw Miles Manry and Devin Cheney. Well, good ball pushed out that far side. The flag did go up, though.
Second time the Jaguars whistle for a player in an offside position here in the 35th minute.
Still waiting for this game to get back underway. Afamu. Now back. Matovsky, and he'll play this up that far side. Not a play it will go. Under immediate pressure. Ball knocked out of play. Other Midwest Premier League action taking place tonight. Inter Detroit, Cedar C 0-0. Right now, only 8 minutes into that first half at Fortson High School in Dearborn. Ball thrown in by Shembri. Dono. Ball misplayed, and not a play it will go. Thrown in by Andrew Corder. De La Salle High School product is Part of the 2024 state championship to the south side.
He was all-state first team in Division II here the last couple years as a 9th and 10th grader. One of the top juniors in the state of Michigan. That plays high school soccer. Very talented young player. A knack for scoring goals in big games. And that's a great time for a young player like that during the summer months, be able to go up against current college players that are a little bit bigger, stronger, and faster. And what you might see with your youth club or with your high school team.
Afamu finds Humphrey in this near side. One back. Torres. Shembri. Oh, great job by Malachi. Malachi now sends it across towards that far post. Good work now, Sene. Sene still working with the ball. Finally poked away. Played out wide. Quarter. He'll cut inside. He'll take a shot with his right foot and covered up by Henrique. Both teams have had their chances. Only one is capitalized, the yellow card being issued to Chene. The 39th minute.
The referee was quick to pull out that yellow card. He did not hesitate 1 second. A little shoving going on behind actually both sides of the referee as he's writing some names down in his book.
Shembri. He'll send one towards the 18. That's headed away by Hussein. Manry played it back to Humphrey. He'll look to play it back to Afamu, who one time cleared up towards midfield. Shot was taken by Dono. That went well wide. Here we are in the 40th minute. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. It's 1-0 in favor of the Jaguars. A 32nd minute goal by Vincent Stockton. All the difference in this one. We've seen 2 goals go in the back of the net, only one counting, as the opportunity in the 11th minute was called back for offside after it was sent in by Evan Combs. Bebekar Sene got on the end of it, put it past Henrique, but he was in an offside position. That's where this game stands. Bobby Harris now. Afamu. A bad pass once again. We're seeing just some sloppiness here tonight out of the Michigan Stars. Haven't seen a lot of that. As ball up that far side, down by the end line, now cleared away by Harris and out for a corner kick. I'm not sure if sloppy is the right word to use it, Dan, but they don't seem to be on the same page.
They've had 2 or 3 passes in that final third of the field defensively. We saw one in the first couple minutes of the game. The Stars almost got a shot off. A sloppy pass inside the box on that right side, and a player made a run through.
Ball was played low. Cleared out of danger. Put right back into the mix.
Looks like the Michigan Jaguars have a high school player out there as well, number 51, not listed on the roster. Just got subbed into the game here a couple minutes ago.
Sorry, we're on what?
51 for the Jags.
It's Alex Byland.
Stand corrected.
Ball hits off the ceiling once again. Played back to Matofsky. Good ball into quarter. Looking for Sene. That is put out of play, out for a corner kick. So the Stars will have a corner kick here in the 43rd minute, looking for an equalizer. Ball comes in. Loose. Afamu gets a touch. Henrique's there to pick it up. Those loose balls are so dangerous, Dan.
Stars just could not find a way to get a player.
Look at this opportunity now. Pelusic, he'll take a shot, and that's kicked away by Matofsky. The flag does go up, though, for offside.
So both teams have had some great chances. They are ruled with a player in the offside position. That was another case where the Stars did not mark up.
Look at this, another chance coming up here now for the Jaguars. This one shot low and wide of target.
That was Alex Byline. Just got a little bit of space. Slightly off target with his shot. But see if the Michigan Stars make some adjustments on that back line to kind of tighten the reins up a little bit.
Played back. Makes its way out of play. 45th minute. It's 1-0. As we get ready to enter into stoppage time. Good ball. Now into the 18. Out comes Matofsky, and we'll keep playing as referee calls advantage. Now Cali. Out comes Enrique. He'll pick it up.
This is Enrique's second season with the Michigan Jags Pro-Am team. Very good keeper again with Madonna University down in Livonia, Michigan.
McCreary. Flag goes up again. Now a yellow card being issued to McCreary from that collision with Matofsky back here a few minutes ago.
Curie just recently graduated from Walled Lake Central High School. Spent a couple years playing with the Michigan Jaguars MLS Next Academy. He did play high school soccer his freshman and senior seasons. I believe he was All-State honorable mention last fall. Very dangerous attacking player.
Down in the corner. Fishing the 2nd minute of stoppage time. Look at this opportunity now. Ball put across. What a great save by Henrique. Manry now towards the back post. Sene still loose, up and over.
Ball bouncing around the box. Stars just a little bit unfortunate. That ball kind of kicked up over near that left post. 2 players are there near the 6. Shot just over the crossbar. You talk about being snake bit.
It's Devin Cheney with 2 opportunities there in succession. Takes ahead on that one as Callie loses the ball right at midfield. Ball sent into the 18. Played back. Another great ball. Look at this chance, and Matovsky's there. Torres was one-on-one. He had some time to maybe take a better shot. And defensively, so far in this game, the Stars have just not looked good, Dan.
They are off. They are not marking up in that final third of the field.
And that ends this first half. The Jaguars have come out with a 1-0 lead off a 32nd minute goal by Vincent Stockton. And that's all the difference in this one. 45 minutes down. 45 minutes to go. Michigan Stars, Michigan Jaguars fighting for a chance to hoist a trophy here, to call themselves champions of the Midwest Premier League Great Lakes East Division. We'll find out if the Jaguars put themselves in a place to do that, or it will be the Stars. We'll find out, though, after this. From the biggest matches to the hottest takes, Jonathan Turner and Nathan Wenger bring you the stories, the analysis, and the edge you won't get anywhere else. Streaming live weekdays at 9 a.m. on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all major platforms. No filters, no fluff, just real talk, real soccer. This is Inside the Game.
Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
whether it's a championship win or a legendary play.
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
And start watching today.
The
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University.
From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches.
Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment.
These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program,
ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development.
Don't miss your chance.
Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan,
Dedicated to player development through professional training.
Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent.
We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL.
We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching.
Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play.
Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination.
Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league,
our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people.
Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th.
The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva.
It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16
with an early bird registration fee of $175
if registered by July 7th.
Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today.
Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
And let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
From the biggest matches to the hottest takes, Jonathan Turner and Nathan Wenger bring you the stories, the analysis, and the edge you won't get anywhere else. Streaming live weekdays at 9 a.m. on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all major platforms. No filters, no fluff, just real talk, real soccer. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play,
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
and start watching today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University.
From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches.
Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment.
These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program,
ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development.
Don't miss your chance.
Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
Welcome back here in the Michigan Star Sports Center in Washington Township. We're going to get ready, back underway here as the Stars in their red kits now going right to left on your screen. Michigan Jaguars going left to right. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrett, our producer. Brianna letting us know that the game is about to start here just 2 seconds ago. So we appreciate that very much there, Brianna. If there's a massive bus that she was just thrown on her, I did that.
So Michigan Stars had an 8-6 shots advantage over those first 45 plus minutes. 4-2 shots on frame, but up on that scoreboard, the Michigan Jaguars up 1-0. Jaguars found some space along that back line of the Stars several times. The Stars struggling to mark up during the first half. They must do a better job defensively. The Stars need to start putting more shots on frame. Half of their shots were over or wide of target.
One did go in the back of the net, does not count. Offside is Sene shooting a ball from Evan Combs in that 11th minute. Went into the back of the net. Did not count. Is this ball thrown in by Shembry? Quarter. Finding Malachi, but he can't connect. As now Sene will foul Dono, and a free kick coming up here for the Jaguars. If you were late, I would have expected a late note from the both of you, is what Randomossi says. So,
Outdoors looks like
I mean, to be fair, Dan and I were sitting in our chairs, just sitting here talking, just kind of back and forth. All of a sudden, we're like, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I was like, wow, okay.
So the cloud coverage outside is finally breaking up here. Sun setting to the west. Indoors, we're looking south. We're up in Washington Township. 28 miles north of downtown Detroit.
I wonder how we do a late note. How would we do a late note? What would that look like? How would I send a late note? Would it just put a note in the comment section? Is that what we would do? I'm just thinking about that, thinking that through logically and figuring out how I would pull it off there, Randomosity. You know. At the half in Lansing Common is losing 1-0 to Midwest United. That is in that West Conference. Well, again, the last time I looked at Cedars SC, they were tied 0-0. But now it's 1-0 in favor of Cedars FC. No, that's 1-1. I apologize. It's and then the 39th minute crossing over into the 40th minute. So Randomosity says, always be ready, expect the unexpected. Oh, I'm sorry, Chicken Kangaroo says, always be ready, expect the unexpected. As a hard foul by Humphrey just outside the 18th in the 50th minute. He'll get a yellow card. Chicken Kangaroo, by the way, is our producer, Brianna, so she's chiming in.
The artist known as Chicken. It has been unveiled, everybody. We don't know who Randomosity is, but now Chicken, well, we do.
The bus continues to get bigger.
Talking about bigger things, this is a big opportunity coming up for the Michigan Stars, literally about 18 and a half yards out.
Dono stands over this one all alone. He will take it and fire it, and that's pushed up and over by Matovsky.
So this will be the third overall corner kick of the match coming up for the Michigan Jaguars.
Dono will take this corner kick. Ball comes in towards that back post, and McCreary, it's tracked down. Nora Drury now in the comments. Is there room on the bus for one more? Is there room on the bus for one more? Everyone's piling it on now as this ball played towards that far side.
Where's the bus headed?
I love it. Is there room on the bus for one more? I love it. I think it's great. The more the merrier. The more they can pile it on. Brenda is my daughter, by the way, so I can say these things with pride and confidence. She does a great job. So it was just funny because I could hear her off the microphone a little bit in our headsets. But she didn't have her headset on, so we couldn't actually hear her in her entirety. And then all of a sudden, it was 3, 2, 1. And it was
blast off.
It was like, okie dokie, you know. So another yellow card was issued here a moment ago. I believe it was issued to Torres, number 37.
Both teams have 2 yellow cards so far in this match. We crossed into the 53rd minute. Opportunity for Michigan Stars to kind of swing in a bender here in the box.
This ball comes in. Top of the 18. Shot towards that far post. Now here come the Jaguars. Up this near side. Lopez. Looks to go to that far side. It's intercepted. Lopez settles it down.
With Liquid Football also having 16 points. The Great Lakes East along with these two sides. I'm sure both teams would not enjoy just getting 1 point out of a draw in this game.
Famu plays it back. Matovsky will take his time. Ranamossi says, at least I know who you are, Chicken, because we chat a lot on these streams. I do believe she changed her, it used to be Chicken Mouse. She changed it to Kangaroo, I think, because of Ranamossi. I could be wrong, but I mean, I'm fairly certain she went the Kangaroo route because of Ranamossi in our chat. Her silence as the producer in my ear, I think, tells me all I need to know. I don't know if...
Making friends with those down under, right?
If I'm wrong, she would tell me, but right now it's just crickets, Dan. Crickets in our ear from our producer. All back to Matovsky. 54th minute. It's 1-0 here at the Michigan Star Sports Center in Washington Township, Michigan. One of the premier indoor facilities in the state of Michigan. Look there at Dan Diock on that far side, the head coach of the Michigan Jaguars.
Jaguars have done a good job overall with their entire organization. Building multiple of layers on the youth club side. Having Pro-Am teams here in the Midwest Premier League along with United Women's Soccer on the women's side.
Well, this ball played inside. Cali into the 18. Met by not one but two defenders there in the corner, and out it will go for a corner kick. Chicken Kangaroo goes, we must befriend the Australians. They face too much adversity from the spiders, snakes, and lizards. Actually, I think they say this is a goal kick. That's actually a great comment, by the way. I don't know if they face any adversity over it, but I actually think their kangaroos are more dangerous than anything else.
Seen a lot of these videos where kangaroos will literally get in like fist fights and kicking humans that like are trying to defend their dog on a golf course or just out for a walkabout. Not the nicest of animals.
Everyone is too scared to come down under due to our boxing kangaroos and large spiders, so you must adopt me, Mr. Turner. Yes, and attacking birds in spring. That's
Now there's attacking birds in
well,
Australia.
if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Australia originally like an island they would send prisoners to from England?
Maybe.
Isn't that what it was?
A few hundred years ago.
I'm fairly certain that's what they actually did. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where they would send like prisoners.
There's people who don't mind cutting right in front of the camera.
I don't think they sent those prisoners to the Bahamas, Dan.
No, not likely.
There was a reason they went there. It's probably because of the spiders, the kangaroos, and the birds. This ball pushed out that far side. Oh, look at this. That's a dangerous tackle. And the referee points to the penalty spot. Shoot him in. Gets taken down. What a silly tackle that was.
That was a good 2 yards inside the box. Look at this replay.
I mean, just a lazy tackle as
the referee wasted no time. He jogged over, pointed to that spot. I think the players for the Michigan Jaguars knew the penalty was coming. Michigan Stars have waited for that great opportunity. Now they'll have a chance to get an equalizer here in the 58th.
So looking to take this is Sene.
Keeper. Stop. You
So Sene is set. He'll step up, and he'll put it just under the arm of the goalkeeper in Henrique. And in the back of the net it will go. It's 1-1 here in 1-1 now. This game is all equal.
First shot of the second half is that penalty kick goal for the Michigan Stars. We talked about in the first half, the Stars had some defensive lapses and the fact the Jaguars could have had more than a 1-0 advantage. And now the Jaguars have a crucial mistake with just a blatant takedown, a good 1.5 yards, 2 yards inside the box. The referee pointed to the spot.
Sanborn goes down. Both Chene and Sanborn slow to get up. I didn't happen to see it, that the goalkeeper jersey was number 12 for the Jaguars, and that's Alvaro Lopez. Now, we were given the roster to start this game and saying that Alfonso Henrique was the starting goalkeeper. So if a change was made, we were not informed of it. So we do apologize if we got that wrong. Back underway, 60th minute. 1-1 is your score. Callie.
Just a shot apiece here in the second half for these two teams. All tied at 1.
Sanborn into the 18. Sanborn will take a shot that goes up and over. Sanborn again slow to get up. Hussein and Sanborn collided. Also, the convicts got sent to Samina, Australia as slaves. If you stole bread, you got sent to prison for 3 days. They said Tasmania, but it's spelled Tasmania, so I don't know if that's, I don't know. But either way, this ball's played back now, I believe, to Lopez. It's sent up into the ceiling. It's been like I think a dozen times now we've seen the ball hit the ceiling here, Dan.
They should do an official stat on the sheet for these indoor facilities that host games. The Michigan Jaguars clearly made a substitution with the goalkeepers here at the half.
Up that far side. Great tackle by Afamu as Stockton was making his way into the 18. Lopez now. Chene. Ball goes out of play. Torres was there for the Jaguars. Callie sends it towards the 18, and Lopez comes and picks it up and rolls it right out wide. Bobby Harris.
Harris got out of college a couple years ago. Grew up in nearby Rochester Hills, attended Rochester Stony Creek. Did not play 4 years for the high school. He spent about 2.5 years playing with Vardar MLS Next Academy when he was a student. Very creative player on the attack.
So Callie will take a spill. Free kick coming up here for the Stars. Something we talked about quite a bit, Dan, is these long playoff runs. If you want to have success in July, your rosters at this level have to be made up of players who don't play college soccer anymore.
You have to keep an X amount of those players because more and more colleges, especially for like incoming freshmen, they're requiring their athletes to start reporting now. Like there's a lot of boys and girls who just graduated here in May and June from their respective high schools.
Look at that, O'Dono. O'Dono comes in, and just like that, no foul, says the referee. So Dono comes in, out comes Matovsky. He took a spill. The referee was right there, had the angle.
You said Matovsky did not have enough contact to warrant a penalty shot.
Wow. I don't know. I want to see that one again.
The referee was only about 10 yards away, so
he had the angle. I want to see that again when we get a chance. So the next stoppage, we'll have our producer pull that one back. I'm curious. Because, I mean, from this angle, it looked like he got all leg. It was looking like we were going to see another penalty shot. This ball sent in the box. And we'll take a look at it right now here, Brianna, if you don't mind. So here it is. Maybe you can slow it down once it gets into the box. Here it is. I don't know. Intercepted. Callie now. Just outside the 18. He'll fire a shot far post. Goes wide. Let's take another look at this. Yeah, for sure. Again, we're going to have her slow it down. Just curious. Again, he gets a touch on this ball. I don't know how that's not a PK.
Yeah, I looked at it again.
Know. It's like
he slid out. He took him out. He literally took out his entire both legs sliding for the ball, and I don't think there was any contact on the ball.
I mean, he was right there. I mean, obviously angles can be everything, but again, goalie didn't touch the ball at all. I'd love to hear everybody else's opinion on this. I have no skin in this game. It looked like a penalty kick.
You were a game official. You officiated high school and youth club and amateur teams for close to 2 decades. I mean, it sounds like you would have probably called that a penalty kick. I would agree that there was a takedown and
another yellow card being issued. This time being issued to 45, Calvin Pollock.
So Pollock becomes the 3rd Michigan Jaguars player in the books. Introduced to Mr. Yellow Card. 5 combined yellows in this match.
Sene sends it wide. It's 1-1 here at the Michigan Star Sports Center. Schoenemann puts one into the box, far post. Chene. Callie. Harris now. Harris with left footer. Hits off Sene. Good pressure now coming here from the Stars as Humphrey met by contact and Down goes another Jaguars player. I wasn't sure who went down. Oh, it looks like Stockton, number 33. He seems okay now, though. Something, I keep talking about this. And there's actually a friend of mine was talking about this. He said, I enjoy watching women's soccer way more because when a player goes down, they get right up. You don't see like this back. You don't see like this the theatrical aspect of an injury
and you see,
that may or may not be. Again, and I don't know if I guess that might be fair. I don't know if I see a lot of it in the women's game.
No, you don't. It's the same story. It doesn't matter if if you are watching a pro game, a high school game, a youth club, an amateur or college game. It's the same thing where, simple play like that, players are on the ground rolling around like they just broke an ankle and a femur. Next thing you know, they're up, they're doing wind sprints 1 minute later. There's far less cards in the women's game, far less theatrical performances off plays like that. And a lot of times the referees, they know. They can read what's going on. Sometimes they just wave it off. They might call a foul.
Schienemann finding Sene. Got Harris in the middle of the park, and now Callie will settle it down. Entering the 70th minute. Combs. He'll go down, and we'll keep playing. Plus check. Is it up? Afamu will watch it go to Matovsky, and Stars will reset. 20 minutes ago in this game, we've played 70. It's 1-1. You're watching the Midwest Premier League Great Lakes East Division on the National Soccer Network live on YouTube and Roku TV. Callie looks to take a shot. Look at this. Sene inside the 18. Lays it back for Callie. Callie lays it back to Malachi. Harris will take a shot. That's blocked. Chene ball hits it off his hand. The referee will blow the whistle, and a free kick coming up.
A little bit of shove, also a little bit of a handball in that same sequence.
It wasn't his support arm, so it was a handball.
Yep, the ball, he was kind of swatted at. There's a little contact from both players, but a little swat of the ball. The referee was less than 10 yards away, quick to blow the whistle.
Will be put back in play here by Arthur White. Shambi. Ball sent into the box and picked up by Matovsky. First time stopping by on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like us, and share this with your friends and family. We are available on Roku TV as well. You can go on to any TV that already has Roku built in or on the Roku sticks. Download our app, NSN, as this ball is played into the box. Was looking for Ryan Sanborn. Download that app and watch any one of our 11 live channels at any given time here on the National Soccer Network. Tomorrow we'll have at least 9 of those active throughout the day tomorrow. Murtowski will play it up over midfield. Malachi. We're by him. Malachi will take a shot. That's blocked by Arthur White, and he'll clear it up and out. Well, off the ceiling once again.
We just crossed into the 74th minute, and again, talked about this early in the broadcast, with 3 teams tied with 16 points apiece. Getting ready to enter the final week of the regular season, you do not want to get a 1-1 draw.
Back into the hands of Alvaro Lopez, the goalkeeper for the Jaguars. Dan and I will be back at this again tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern. Good track back by Hussein. Covering the Midwest Premier League Great Lakes West Division as the Holland Rovers are hosting Goshen City. Look at this over the top. Look at this. Sene, can he get there? No, he can't. And again, this ball is cleared up into the ceiling. That has to be the 20th time now in this game. Ball is still rolling, so.
I've also wondered if the ceiling in this particular facility is a little bit lower than the one out at the Legacy Sports Center in Brighton or United Wholesale Mortgage in Pontiac, which used to be the Ultimate Soccer Arenas. They're all very similar. If there's a significant difference in the height, and I bring that up because I've done a lot of games.
Look at this, Dan. Combs down by the end line, makes its way out. Last touch by Combs.
I've done a lot of games in this facility. It just seems like the ball goes off the ceiling a lot more here in Washington Township than it does in some other similar type facilities here across the Midwest.
I also think there's something to be said about teams that aren't used to playing in an indoor facility like this. You know, a lot of times they'll clear the ball up, you're not thinking about it. You know, the Stars are used to playing in this environment, so naturally they're not going to keep the ball as high. Good cut in by Sanborn on his left foot. He'll take a shot toward that far post, and Murtowski easily makes a dive to his right.
Sanborn, another player, plays for University of Detroit Mercy. He attended North Olmsted High School, just north of Bowling Green, Ohio. A couple hours south of here.
That ball hit the ceiling again. We need to have like one of those ticker things, like counting up in the right-hand corner, like how many times the ball hits the ceiling.
And make a little ding, you know, ding, ding.
Oh, we have a ding. We have a bell. We can do it. We have a lot of things. We can have moving forward, Brandon. Anytime the ball hits the ceiling, please hit the bell thing.
Hit the bell. Energize the crowd a little bit. The audience as we cross into the 77th. Just under 14 minutes left plus stoppage time. But have a little fun with it. I have to imagine the ball is going to go off the ceiling a few more times here in the final 14 to 15 minutes.
And obviously, if you're a purist, you know, you don't want to be playing indoor. You want to be playing outdoor and on grass fields. But it's a blessing and it's a curse, right? Because when it's raining and bad outside, you have a place to play. But then again, if it's beautiful outside, you want to be outside.
I've called, I think, 3 or 4 UPSL games out at the Legacy Center in Brighton. Detroit Metro SC plays, and then we were out there last fall for the State Cup for girls soccer, middle school and high school age players. Just doesn't seem like the ball collides off that roof as much as it does here at the Michigan Stars complex.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a standard height or not. There's also more, you know, if you go into the Legends, the Legacy Center, that's Savamu is fouled on this side. But I was going to say is that there's more space too on the sidelines, right? In Legacy, that whole facility is significantly larger.
Much larger.
It would not surprise me if there was another 10 or 15 feet of Our camera just took a nice dive there.
You even have, stands that go 8 to 10 rows up at the Legacy Sports Center on that west side of their main field.
Flag did go up, by the way, for offside, so it did not hit the ceiling. Ball back to Matovsky. Play towards Bobby Harris on this near side, and out of play it will go. 25 votes have come in. 44% of you say the Jaguars will come away with a win here today. 40% in favor of the Stars and 16% in favor of the tie.
I'm sure if you're a fan of liquid football, this Great Lakes East Division, we'd love for these two teams to draw and only get a point. I believe liquid football has 2 games left. Chance to overtake the lead if they can close out with a pair of wins. We did not hear about anyone mentioning if the Michigan Stars are going to have a makeup game here down the stretch.
Schooneman in the corner, poked out, last touched by Schrembry. Our producer just admitted to voting in the poll. We have very strict rules and guidelines here at the National Soccer, and they're not involved in the political aspect of our polls on our platform. So we'll have to deal with that later. Right, Dan?
Much later, right? Much later.
This ball sent in off the corner. I think that was Sene that got a head on it. It came in from Melikai.
They kind of flicked it back. No one was there at the far post.
Melikai. He is fouled. And everybody in the Jaguars not happy with that call.
Bobby Harris was trying to turn around to slot that ball to the outside. His leg was caught up by a Jaguars player. Referee was quick to blow his whistle on that as well.
So Jokai will take this free kick. Ball sent in towards that back post, still inside the 18. Now Humphrey puts it in the back of the net. The Stars take a 2-1 lead. This ball being sent in by Jokai. It's a loose ball, and Humphrey just puts it in the back of the net and give the Stars a 2-1 lead.
Great opportunity. That ball was kind of deflected in the box. It kicks out, and Humphrey finds just enough space, about 8 yards out, to send that home. So for a team that had a goal call back in the 15th minute, trailed 1-0 before tying it. Back in the 58th. Found a way to take a 2-1 advantage here with less than 10 minutes plus stoppage time remaining here in the second half.
A tale of two halves here for sure. Up that far side, Schembry. Look at him just dribbling through multiple players and goes down just outside the 18. Looking for a call. He's not going to get it. The Stars having a hard time with their back line in that first half. Sloppy decisions in that first half. Find themselves here in this second half with a 2-1 lead. Opening the scoring in the first half was number 33, Vincent Stockton. He did that in the 32nd minute. And Babakar Sene scored the equalizer in the 59th, and then an 82nd minute goal from Richard Humphrey. And the Stars have a 1-goal lead here, under 7 minutes to go, plus stoppage time.
Plenty of time for the Michigan Jaguars to find their offensive rhythm and get back into this game.
Coming up here tomorrow, we had the Holland versus Goshen game. Also have Flint City Bucks on Sports Engine Play. On Sunday, we have the UPSL round of 32 matchup. Detroit City SC 2 taking on Chicago Nation. That game will kick off at 4 p.m. Eastern, I believe. This ball put into the 18. Sene trips and falls. You can watch that game on our Roku TV channel, as well as UPSL YouTube channel. Just ball up that far side. Trying to track it down was Ethan Cassell. And Mossy is traveling to the U.S. here next year. My guess, he's traveling here for the World Cup.
That would be my guess.
I would not, if you're looking to come here and watch Team USA, I would make it a short trip. It would save you some money on costs. I don't see them making that a group play.
Yeah, it all depends on who is stuck in their group as well. Sometimes those are very balanced, sometimes not so balanced.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see them making it. I mean, what we saw of the Gold Cup, what we've seen from the U.S. men's national team over the last couple of years.
They've been very, very inconsistent would be the right word. They
have no signature wins, right? They have not won anything of significance. Random Mossy says, I'm coming to watch Australia. You might even be a little quicker than getting home. Just kidding.
But even our national team, you remember a month ago, right, like 2 weeks before the Gold Cup,
got smoked by
I believe Switzerland scored 4 goals in like the first 36 minutes of that game and won 4-0.
Yeah.
It's the most lopsided first half since 1980 for the U.S. men's national team.
You lost to Mexico 2-1, and I watched it. A lot of people watched that game. This ball thrown in on that far side. The Lansing Common game right now, 2-1. In favor of Midwest United in the 60th minute. Sorry, the 80th minute. So they're just...
So Midwest United has a team in the USL League 2, which has qualified for the postseason 2 years in a row. We also have a team here in the Midwest Premier League.
This ball caught in there. Detroit and Cedars FC are tied 2-2 in the 61st minute.
Here we are in the 87th minutes of the Michigan Jaguars starting to run out of time. They've only had 3 shot attempts in the second half, 2 on frame, only 1 corner kick.
Now Lopez. Now Malachi. Held up by Tanner Locke. No foul called.
Both players were guilty of a little bit of shoving on that attack.
Hussein wins it back for the Stars. Foul called on the Jaguars. Matowski will put it back in play. Time running out here for the Jaguars, looking to get back in this one and find the equalizer. Waiting on that ball. Plus check. The player goes down for the Stars. Not sure if Schembri was involved in that or not, but a free kick coming up here for the Stars.
It's a 7th foul against the Jaguars here in the second half, 12 overall. Even though the Stars had a slight shots advantage in that first half, I thought they were the better team in terms of possession and being a little bit more dangerous. But here in the second half, the Michigan Stars have played much better defensively. They're trying to protect their 2-1 advantage here in the 89th minute. So just over a minute plus stoppage time is all that's left in this game. Stars will look to try to stall as much time off the clock any way they can.
Callie, he'll pull it back. Up this near side. Pull it back again. Pelushai. Malachi. Malachi will take a shot. That one sails up and high and wide of the goal. Yeah, I've seen more shots that have gone 40 yards over the goal tonight than I think I've seen. It's been weird. It's been a weird night.
It's, one thing, if you uncork a banger, it goes just over the crossbar, just wide. I get it. Like, sometimes you get just a little bit of space, but
another one off the ceiling.
A lot of these shots.
No sound.
I don't hear bells.
I don't hear bells either.
I'm waiting for the bells, and I don't hear bells as we just cross into stoppage time.
That way.
Yeah, there we go.
Not sure what that was, but it sounds like maybe there was like Tinkerbell or something like that. Lopez.
I did not see how much time was being added in terms of stoppage time.
My guess is no more than 4 minutes.
Pair of goals and 3 yellow cards and a couple minor injuries in the second half, but yeah, 3 to 4 minutes.
We saw 3 in the first half.
The clouds are breaking up a half an hour ago here in southeast Michigan. Now the storm clouds have arrived once again for, I believe, the 4th rounds of storms outside.
Ball sent into the box, picked up by Matowski. Pluschik was there for the Jaguars. I believe it's raining once again here. This has been on and off raining all afternoon. Ball makes his way out of play. We'll see a throw-in.
Jaguars down 2-1 here. We're about ready to cross into the 3rd minute of stoppage time, and they have a throw-in deep in the territory, but they're taking their time. Letting the Stars defense to reset. You're down to your last couple minutes. No sense of urgency.
I always find it funny, right when you said it's clearing, it starts to downpour.
I looked outside a half an hour ago, and the clouds were breaking up. We got another round coming through. These are some pretty dark, low clouds as well.
So yellow card was just issued. I'm not sure who he gave it to. He was looking to see if he'd already give him a yellow card. He did not, so. So we're officially entering now into the 4th minute of stoppage. So, again, not sure how much longer we have, but Michigan Stars, who have scored 2 unanswered goals since that 32nd minute goal from Vincent Stockton, put themselves in a prime position to win this matchup tonight. You can see some anger from Jokai. His frustration now is number 36, Tanner Locke, gets a yellow card.
So 4 yellow cards issued against the Jags here in the second half, 5 overall in this game.
Ball out of play, and Cali will throw this one back in. Now we're officially in the 5th minute of stoppage time.
Referee and some time during stoppage time, we've had at least 2 cards.
Ball out of play again. Referee looks at his watch. Schembri up that far side. Jaguars trying to find an equalizer late in stoppage time. Ball out of play. Put in the box. Look at this. Loose ball goes just wide.
The best opportunity, 5 minutes in the stoppage time the Jags have had since the early part of the second half. Just wide of frame. Sometimes those chances go in, and simply sometimes they don't. It is a game you boil it down to. It's all about finishing.
As the ball hit the ceiling once again. Lopez. We're in the 6th minute of stoppage time. That one might hit the ceiling. It does not. Put back in towards the defensive third. Senni goes down and back to Lopez. He'll pick it up and he'll put up toward midfield. Malachi. Oh, mistake. Palushai. He'll pull it back. Gives it to Malachi. Good battle between Malachi and Schembri. Referee blows the whistle. And that will wrap up this game. And the Michigan Stars, after being down by a goal in the first half, claw their way back here with 2 goals in the second half and earn 3 points here and stand all alone at the top of the table in the Midwest Premier League Great Lakes East Division. A recap of your scoring: a 32nd minute goal by Vincent Stockton sent the Michigan Jaguars into the halftime break with a 1-0 lead, and then in the 59th minute, Babakar Sene finds an equalizer off a penalty shot. And then in the 82nd minute, Richard Humphrey on cleanup duty cleans up a loose ball, puts it in the back of the net, and get the Michigan Stars a crucial 3 points here in this Great Lakes East Division. For our production crew, Jordan Singleton, our camera operator out at the Michigan Star Sports Center, Brandon Turner, our producer tonight, alongside my broadcast partner Dan Stickrat, I'm Jonathan Turner. Have a great rest of your Friday night. We'll be back here tomorrow for Holland Rovers and Goshen City in the Midwest Premier League Great Lakes West Division matchup, where both teams currently sit atop the table at 17 points apiece. Again, have a great rest of your Friday. So long, everybody.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.